say good morning, but it's actually 12:31 p.m. Just give me a moment to sort stuff out. I have to open up Photoshop. I have my water distiller on in the background, so you might be hearing some noise from that. Where are we? Okay, so that's my display. That's what I'm working on here. Just so everyone can see what it was. Human resonance. Playing with playing with the I noticed it caught a few people's attention. Kind of feel like it was trying to get my attention as well, and so I'm going to just work on this animation live. Just got to work out what I'm doing. It's been a little while, so no capture. Yes. The Photoshop. Way too big. So flip to screen. And then I can actually take that off. That'll do. So, a very bright, cloudless day at the moment. Apparently, it did say I had one viewer. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I just want to record this for posterity more than anything. So I really wanted to focus on that cross. So I've got a little bit of hay fever today because the bees are visiting, and I've noticed that I've started sneezing a lot. Bringing in all their little tree pollen. Where was I? Okay, so a few little anomalies. Come on, you can do this. It's when your computer decides to go super fucking slow for no good reason. Come on, what's going on here? Alright, so OBS is literally taking up 440% of my CPU. Unbelievable. 384. Never used to do this, you know. It's almost like they've something or someone or whatever has intentionally made OBS so heavy that even attempting to do anything live like this is now going to be really difficult. My computer should be able to handle it. There you go. It's technology for you, I suppose. I've also noticed during the daytime the computer can get really slow, as if all that solar energy is somehow affecting its performance. I found this area particularly interesting because of this giant A. Also looks like a battery. We do have some movement as well. Somewhere. Oh, it's up here. Oh, way too much. Oh man, if it's going to be like this, I'm going to have to stop doing live streams, I think. Trying to make sense of it anyway. Shouldn't be struggling like this. I do have CamTwist on, so I will quit that. Will hopefully free up a little bit of resources. They'll need to be swallowed up by something else, I should imagine. I do think I ought to close some of these useless windows. For goodness sake, it's now telling me YouTube is not receiving enough video. I have no idea, no way of being able to determine if it's coming through smoothly, so I'm just going to keep on going. Nice if it behaves as it should. Right, so that will come back up in a second. Does anyone know any angel language? I'll never be able to convey how clear and interesting this is. maybe other people will see things that I can't see. Interesting, these bees are just... Does anyone ever get the feeling that for all your best intentions... Uh-oh. Oh, pardon me. For all your best intentions, circumstances don't want you to do things. I got the calling to do this, and then suddenly the moment I started doing it, oh, the bees start acting up. Come on. On here. On here. I'm trying to help you. Please. No? Okay, you did it again. Alright, well, I'll just open that window slightly and you can find your own way out. Can't do it for everyone. I love them to bits, but I think they're giving me hay fever. Where was I? Try and get back on track, Lee. Right, this should be carrying on, but of course you're not going to see it all, so... It's a slightly larger animation than I would normally do, so it's probably demanding a bit more. It's only about 72 dpi. I mean, it's not a big image, and the colours are quite simplified. The issue is bloody OBS. And the fact that it's demanding hundreds of significant portions of my CPU, which is quite irritating. Now this is the area that I find quite interesting. It's kind of structure. It looks like it's forming letters or numbers. Normally what I would do is I just stare at the damn thing and eventually stuff starts coming forward. It's been such a while since I've done this. Hello, hope this feed is coming through smoothly. You're not getting enough bloody video. Of course you are. There's no dropped frames. It's been live streaming for the last 13 minutes. Pretty steady at 30 frames per second. My upload speed has been green all along. There should be no issues from my end. Of course, it's going to be very difficult to appreciate the detail. It's this little bit here. It's kind of like this angelic A. It's kind of like you're trying to, it's like the digital equivalent of, I don't know, Michelangelo chipping away at the sculpture to find the form within it. And it's a similar thing. I'm trying to layer things in such a way that they expose bits of information within it. There is forms and structures and whatever going on, and we're just trying to discover what's hidden in it. And I do believe that the symmetry, it's the union of opposites. They kind of mutually annihilate each other and ultimately what is left behind is that kind of alchemical gold. At the moment, the blending options I'm using are limited to a few colours, so maybe we could experiment with that a little bit. Let's go a bit further forward into the animation. Thanks for that. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but I do recognise that those are Greek characters. Thank you for the information. Put it in a way that I'm not so capable of doing myself, but let's see what we can do here. Yes, I understand that. But there's also which we can then convert into a visual format and find out additional information. I mean, that's what spectrogram is, right? It's the visual information of the frequency. And if we take that information and we start experimenting with it, we could probably start finding all kinds of things within it. But seeing that giant cross there really caught my attention. I had my friend Willie, he brought it to my attention, and then I saw it again this morning, and it was almost like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to do a little animation in this. Okay. See, I keep seeing these two glyphs in everything I'm doing. It's kind of 5-2 thing. It's not just in the Schumann resonance, it's in my artwork, it's in the sky, and it's a sign of some kind. In fact, it even looks like a sine wave, to be honest, or a square wave, but it changes slightly. Sometimes it's incredibly stylized, and sometimes it's quite simple like this. I'm just incredibly slow because I haven't done this for a while. We should see, the ideal is one of the most perfect ones I did was this. This is from the Schumann resonance as well, right? 44. It's a 5 and a 2. Over and over again. So this is this is like the ideal version I'm trying to get. I mean, this is kind of overlapped. I can't quite remember exactly how I did it. I mean, I could open up that file again. I've kind of got it made predominantly. It's Could be too much information anyway. Well, I remove that bit and it's... There's such things as coincidences. Come on, bees. What are you doing? Oh, they're getting caught in my windows. See, what happens is their little thing starts to empty and then they go flying off to find me. Come on, Uppy. Nope, you want to stay there? Okay. You're just getting more upset. I'm trying to help you, you know. Come here. I know, you know what I'm going to do. Alright. Well, I'll have to do the honey trick. Wow, it's almost like nothing wants me to get anything done today. You're never going to get out that window, mate. I'll sort that later. It does look like a bit of a mess, but part of me can't help but feel that there is something meaningful in this when I see these things. When I start to see, whenever I see the 5 and the 2, it's like a little, it's a signature for me. And everybody has those signatures. So just look for the signature that keeps popping up for you. But I do feel that this thing tells a story. I just need to find the right blend. I just wish I had the intelligence to be able to break some of this down in a way that makes sense, but I'm no mathematician, unfortunately. That's one of my weak areas. But it's difficult to believe that this is just random. Once again, if I open 2, over and over. Maybe I should do it differently. They've got another one here. Hang on. Here's one I made earlier. Oh, pardon me. I'm gonna have to put up with me sneezing, I'm afraid. What did I do here? So I'm trying different. This is horizontal. So this will go in and out. So I know I can do it. I know that there's something in there. I have to find the message somehow. That's the goal. Oh man, it really is hay fever time, isn't it? Maybe that bee's calmed down. Oh, come here. Some honey here. Come on, you need a break. Come on, come on, I'll take you away. There you go. That wasn't so hard, was it? I've got a pour. Really working my Aquarius at the moment. I thought as much. Mr. Water Bearer. It's not so much water, it's sugar water. Dash of honey. It's not water, it's chamomile tea. Apparently bees love chamomile. So it came to me that I should actually give them chamomile tea. So it's not just water with sugar in it, it's chamomile tea with sugar in it. Hello Michigan, Traces of Life, nice to see you, thank you for dropping by. We're trying to discover the images and messages within the Schumann resonance from the other day. And as I've seen the same image over and over again for the last 2 days, people mirroring it and showing a cross and that kind of thing, kind of decided, okay, well that's a message, I need to chase this up, because I've obviously done a few things like this in the past, and I've been quite inactive in recent times, and I'm just focusing on my own healing journey mainly. And I got to the point where it felt like, oh hello, just be zoomed by my face. You want me to open? If I open that window, maybe you'll be happy, won't you? Okay. How's that? They get curious and they start to fly around my room. I like to think of them going around, taking down all the interdimensional parasites that like to hang around. I think they're like natural enemies or something like that. You see the way that they fly around, and they kind of do this thing where they kind of kamikaze into the wall. And they bump themselves against the wall a few times. It's almost as if they're trying to attack something. So it's kind of interesting. So I'm just kind of creating my own little fantasy. My fantasy belief there. They're going up there. Natural anti-parasitic beings, because they live in symbiosis rather than parasitism. Look at you got bees everywhere. Probably spending way too much time in front of this computer. I recently had a head injury. It's quite amusing actually. I was doing yoga, strangely enough. And I was coming out of a forward fold, and as you kind of roll up, there's usually a little bit of a head rush, just a little one. Oh no, but on this occasion, it wasn't just a little head rush. It was so intense that it must have shut me down temporarily to the point where I must have fallen backwards, and in doing so I hit my head on the sharp corner of my IKEA cabinet, leaving quite a significant dent in it actually, and also cutting the back of my head open. And then I, upon waking up, I kind of got straight onto, like literally leapt onto my feet, like what the fuck just happened? Not really realising what happened, I kind of put my hand to the back of my head, and as I pulled it away, it was thick with blood. which then instantly set off this kind of chain reaction within my body. It's like, uh-oh, and I kind of crumbled to the floor again. Like just suddenly, oh my, yeah, kind of panic just took over really quickly, and kind of crawled into the recovery position, and then thankfully I think I had the mind to throw my phone onto the floor, onto the yoga mat, just before that happened. And so then, like with finger trying to access my phone, obviously nothing's going to work. The thumbprint's not going to work because my hand's covered in blood. And so I'm trying to get the phone on and then dial the emergency services, and oh man, that was so hard. I don't know where I got the energy or the will to do that, because I was just like, it's quite difficult. Anyway, within about 20-25 minutes the ambulance turned up, which was quite a record, really. And then I got taken to hospital, and then they glued the back of my head up. And I haven't been able to wash my head for the last few days, so I'm not allowed to get the glue wet. Anyway, back to the actual reason why I'm doing this. Oh, so yeah, moral of the story: be really careful where you choose to do yoga, and make sure you've got plenty of space around you so you don't end up whacking your head on IKEA furniture with sharp corners. Okay. So maybe it's better if we do this, because you can get a sense of what it's like in its full glory. But it's the detail that you need to be looking at. That's the problem with this. So you have to be going in and out all the time. So I could do a new one. Oops, what How should we do this? Okay. So we want a copy of this. So that's how small it is. So it's upside down. So the right way up. And it's back to front by the looks of it. No, it's not. It was the right way up. So yeah, I'm working with a head injury at the moment. I've got slight concussion. And what else are you going to do when you can't really do very much? So these are the blending options. It's just the way the layers blend into each other. There's some very interesting patterns. And this is obviously just information that's already embedded into the file, into the spectrogram. And the different blending options seem to prioritize and change the way those pixels blend into each other. Okay, it's still very not quite clear, is it? So then I will, what will I do? Inversion, curves, color negative, cross process. What we do, hard mix. So then that actually hardens the edges of each pixel and increases the contrast. Man, this is quite a runny nose, isn't it? Do you know what? I think I am going to do that thing. I want to try and work out how I did it before. It's been so long that I can't quite remember. Hang on a minute. Look at this. No, that's not that one. Same one, but there you go. I just need to find out what that image was. So that was the 19th of July 2020. 1907. What? Well, it's not that one. It is that file, but it's not this version. Odd. Are you telling me it's completely disappeared? No. Oh no, you don't do that to me. Oh, I should have been more organised, but clearly I wasn't. Yes, but no, don't you go down there. Oh wow, okay, this is, I'm being harassed by bees. You're not doing your job. You need to be pouring things for us. Happy now? Okay, I'm done. Done it now. Okay, thank you. 19th? Sure. So there's that version there, which one's clearly guys, what are you doing? '2020, right? It was 1907, 2020. Oh, so you did find it, and then you decided... What, you decided not to... It literally showed me a file, and then the file disappeared. Are you kidding me? That's not right. There is some seriously weird stuff going on right now, I'll tell you. Right, okay, we've got the 1907 file here. There should have been no issue with that. No issue. What is going on here? Oh gosh. It was three. It was different versions of the PSD. I can't believe you couldn't find it. That's most odd. Alright, here we go. So curves was hard mix, invert was linear. So it wasn't perfect. Saturation, hardness. I have to admit, my head's starting to get a little bit weird. And I mean that, it's more like there's just too much information in front of me, like even having to navigate myself around Photoshop at this point is actually proving to be quite taxing. I don't okay, so let me think. So we'll take this, the bit that is moving, saturation. Invert is linear, and underneath that we go to linear burn, hard mix, saturation, but apparently that doesn't work. Okay, let's reverse that. Why doesn't that work? Maybe it's not the fact that it... Oh wow, all the bees are coming. You can probably hear them. Okay. Let's see now. So I need to duplicate those. And then I need to flip them. Okay, let's see. This side. We're going to link those layers. In the folder. Actually, no, let's link those ones, put them in the folder, and link these two. Come on, bees, calm down. Okay, so that's one, and then the other, bring them down. Oh my god. Okay, we'll do that. Image size, let's see how many pixels there are. 194. I've got a bee on my finger now. 194. So I need to tween it. 192. No, I don't. That's wrong. It's not how wide it is, it's how long it is. Start again. 399. That'd be 397. I'm just already there. Yes, bees, what do you want? Seriously. Okay, so now we've got one layer moving over another layer. It's quite simple. So I need to look at it at this level. It's going way too quick. going too slow. It's better. Guys, caught up here. There's a few of you. No, you don't have to lick me. Oh! I'm sorry. You need to fall off like that. Come on. See if one gone. You want to be left alone, do you? Well, I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm trying to do stuff as well as looking after bees in my own room, so... I do apologise. This is perhaps the most disorganised I've been for quite a while. Maybe it's just not the right time. But maybe just a little go to show people what's possible, I suppose. Interesting. Yes. And subtracting. Ooh. Now that may actually be better. maybe that's the problem. Oh my god, it's like they don't want me to do this. Okay, do you want me to stop then?
So we're going to distract you and piss you off as much as we can so that you don't get anything done.
If you're going to just do that, then I mean, what's come here. Get that? The universe is trying to tell you, oh, we don't want you to do it. Or maybe that's the whole point. Maybe I'm supposed to do it anyway and just put up with this ridiculousness. I'm being bombarded by bees who seem to want my attention, but I don't really know how else I'm supposed to give it to them because I'm giving you all I can. Is somebody stuck somewhere? Is there a problem? No, there's no drowning bees anywhere. No drowning bees. Doesn't seem to be anything trapped or caught anywhere. Up window. Now what the hell? Okay, here we go. Oh, I've got another bee on my finger. How the hell did you come from? This is insane. Come on guys, let me have some space. Maybe I've got the wrong part of it. Now when I saw that, I was thinking city. City lights. More of it. It's like a skyline, isn't it? But there's more of those crosses. Come on guys, please. Are you going to help me or are you going to hinder me? It's your choice. Are you going to help me or are you going to hinder me? Oh, goodness me. Oh, I think we've got my first casualty. You went into my tea and it was absolute poison for you, you silly thing. This is what happens. I told you. Human homes are not really for bees, you know. Oh, it wasn't even that warm. Okay, I'm gonna. Shall I get the message? Shall I stop this now? You want me to stop it? You want me to stop doing it? You want me to give you attention? I can kind of understand how people are with their animals. When you've got like, I don't even know how many bees are there now, there's at least 50 of them. You've got 50 bees on your windowsill. It's impossible to get anything done. Okay, so we've got this bit. This bit feels significant. This is the piece that's moving up and down. So we need to find what blending option will work. Let's try that. It's actually frustratingly slow. to stop you. I'm going to stop. I'm going to have a break, I think. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back